blood moon rises once again. Please be careful.
How's it going, guys? Just at my house in Hateno looking for an axe. I thought I had an axe around here. Just doing a quick little side quest where I need to get 30 bundles of wood to help build this village. But otherwise, thanks for joining. Pretty much again just going to be talking about my experience with the Switch so far, but pretty much I want to also just give an opportunity for you guys to just see the game after a month. So it's been exactly 1 month since Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and the Nintendo Switch have been on the retail shelves, and I've been loving it so far, to be honest. First things first, I guess, to clear the air, I'm playing on the Pro controller. Let's see over here. But with that being said, that was pretty much, I think, my first video that I made after going to the Nintendo Switch preview event in Toronto. Again, other than using it in portable, every time that I'm docked and using it in TV mode, it's a no-brainer in terms of using the Pro controller. It's super comfortable, I find at least. So feel free to drop some questions in the live chat and I'll address them in real time, or at least as soon as I see them on the YouTube feed over here. Looks like we have some problems, but also... I think that the Yiga would disappear after I took out their boss. I guess stray members have kind of started their own faction, maybe. Hello. But I'm gonna try and get to a stable so I could find a woodcutter's axe, since I don't seem to have one in the arsenal right now. And then I'll jump back into the woods to grab those bundles. But let's see. Let's try my luck near a stable. Let's try this shrine here. But again, it's been a month. I've clocked over 115 hours in this game. I just haven't been able to put it down. It's definitely a game changer when it comes to Zelda, but again, I guess the difference between the Switch version and with the Wii U, you know, the reason I've been able to put in so much time is because of the portable factor of the console in itself. So I've actually taken it on two separate trips, one to Montreal and another to Windsor, and I guess a third one to London, where I was able to play Switch either at service stations, in the car, while other people were playing other games. So I thought that was pretty cool. Definitely something easy to use as I was waiting for my Smash Bros. Battle matches to sort of open up when I was at a tournament in London, which was super convenient. Not a pitchfork. But regardless of, I guess that helps with the portability and accessibility of actually being able to play compared to Wii U owners. But even just the game in itself, I think it's just amazing. I'm not 100% sure if I'd give it a full 10 out of 10 just yet. I actually still haven't beaten the game, surprisingly, and that's my own actual personal choice, because I know there's a lot of people who said they've been able to clear it in, you know, a couple of hours, or I guess the average I've been hearing is around 40-50 hours, but I've always been a completionist, and I'm looking to you know, get kind of like my money's worth out of the game. And not to say that, you know, I wouldn't keep playing this after I beat Ganon, but I think I'd be more inclined to, or I kind of want to go up to him, you know, fully powered, you know, with all the best weapons, and, you know, complete as much of the game as possible, you know, spoiler free. So I actually haven't, you know, followed any of those YouTube tips or any of the guides that they have in terms of finding Koroks or armor sets, how to sort of farm for specific weapons and rupees and all that type of stuff, just to sort of, again, enjoy the game as it is. And I think I've spent more time, you know, rock climbing and trying to, you know, uncover rocks and find the puzzles by myself, more so than I have actually in the story. So I'm still, as you can see there, I've only conquered 3 of the divine beasts, but I've actually accumulated quite a few, 77 Korok seeds. I gotta visit Hestu soon to open up some more item slots, but I haven't got around to that. But I'll do it after this little quest. So again, just to remind you, this specific quest that I'm going on right now is trying to help build a village, and in order to do that, I need to provide somebody with 30 bundles of wood. So I'm just gonna drop into the woods over here. Oh, look at that. Some people that need saving. Gotta be careful with this white goblin. Red guy's not too bad. One thing I found pretty effective is to do a running rushing attack. Seems to keep a little bit more knockback this time, so I don't have to always parry or worry about that. So kind of the second they get knocked down, you just hold the run button and capitalize on that. Let's go with the dragon model. For that game, breaking it, but that's okay. Grab these right quick. And I will opt for, let's go to Claymore. Love the way it gives that blur effect when you get the flurry. Nice emphasis on the combo that you deliver on the enemy. I'll get back to business as soon as I So in regards to accessories, one thing I guess I wanted to point out was that initially when I did my first haul video, I was speaking about some of the things that I purchased, and one thing that I wanted to kind of clear out of the way, Rick, is the fact that I originally purchased the premium screen protector. I'm not sure if it was by Hori or which third party, to be honest. They returned it already, but there was a lot of news around, you know, which screen protector is best for the console itself, and I think the news that was sort of, I guess, most worrying for most customers is the fact that the quality of some of the screen protectors, or maybe the glue or the resin in terms of what stuck to the screen, wasn't the best, and leaving either residue or not applying to the screen that well. So I ended up going naked with the Switch, which I was kind of fearful for, to be honest, just because even with my phones I usually like to put the screen protector on right away. But it actually held up pretty well. No dock scratches or anything like that in the 3 weeks or so that I was playing with the console as is. And then I actually just got the Worsley tempered glass screen protector. It actually comes with 2. and it's been doing a pretty fantastic job for me right now. Really nice fit and finish on the console in itself, and I'd highly recommend it. You get 2 for 15 bucks or so. It's on Amazon Prime, so it came pretty quick. So I would highly recommend that to any Switch owners that are currently, in the market for a screen protector. So, for those who don't know, I'm just, again, harvesting some wood here in this little forest. And using the woodcutter's axe, there's a bunch of things that you can use. You could even use bombs and stuff like that, but typically the bundle will sort of, fly away, and you have to sort of go chasing it. It's just a little more clean and efficient to use the axe, or I guess the right tools for the job, which is, I guess, always the case. It's kind of cool. You also drop these Korok leaves sometimes, which are useful when you're on side shrine missions or riding a raft and you need to generate some wind. I see an enemy over there, so switch. I'll take it easy on this guy. Rush. Otherwise, again, feel free to ask any questions as they sort of come along. As I mentioned, Zelda's sort of been preoccupying my time since the very beginning. The other games that I've played have been Snipper Clips. Played with 4 players, which is pretty awesome, with good buddy Rob and friend Natalie and some other people. And it's definitely a sleeper game. I think that it's unexpectedly, fun for what it is. I believe Rob mentioned that it's a Euro developer that put that game together, and I think it's just super clever in terms of the way that game was developed and how you need to collaborate and create different shapes. It's actually really fun, so I would highly recommend it. In terms of actually buying the title, one thing that I would recommend for Canadians, tip that I found out from Rob, is that if you if you purchase the game, Snipper Clips through the Amazon eShop, and get the download code, instead of downloading from the Nintendo eShop, it actually ends up netting out to a few dollars less. Something in the conversion ends up being a little bit more expensive when you purchase it from the Nintendo eShop, so something to consider. So again, jumping on Amazon.ca, or sorry, maybe .com rather, and checking out the price just to get, again, the Snipper Clips download code will save you a few dollars. And it's not anything significant. I think it's $5 or $10 or something like that. But again, everything adds up. So why not save the extra money for an accessory or other DLC that you want to sort of get down the line. So we got 3 viewers on the line. Thanks for joining. But again, feel free to chime in the chat, drop a name, drop a question, and let me know if you have any questions regarding Nintendo Switch, my experience with Zelda so far, some of the accessories, or any of the hits or misses that I've experienced with my 1 month, playing the console. Otherwise, I'll keep rambling and kind of continuing this side quest. So I'm currently at 24 bundles, so I'm looking for 6 more, and I'll jump back to that village. Oh, that's unfortunate. There goes my axe. Kiss my axe. So I guess I'm gonna have to resort to bombs for now. That's my first choice when it comes to collecting wood. Right? Drop bombs already. See if I can be strategic. 3 trees. Or none. Switch or Zelda if you've played them. You know that, you know, I think Switch and Zelda sales are pretty much one-to-one. I think they were pretty much the seller that people were sort of looking for. And even if, actually this is the only game that I only have the Snipperclips demo, and the version that I played with Rob and friends where it was the download to his place. So if you have any recos on some of your favorite Switch games and kind of what to play after Zelda, let me know. I would definitely love your recommendations in terms of what I should potentially invest in as a second title. Otherwise, the second title that I'll be picking. Oh! Refresh my memory in terms of what I need to do to get to this divine beast. Going back to my personal experience with the Switch though, so far again, as you mentioned, in regards to accessories, another thing that's kind of been a godsend is one of the chargers that I bought, actually for my Nexus 6P, which is the Anchor 20,000 milliamp, 20,100 milliamp battery with a USB-C port. So again, I've had it for over a year, and it's been awesome with my Nexus 6P, and it's pretty great in the sense that it was already strong enough to power a MacBook Air, so obviously it would have been able to charge the Switch, and my Switch has actually never died on me. So you know, when people complain about the 3 to 6 hour battery life of the Switch, it's pretty much irrelevant to me at this point now that I have that battery pack. So highly suggest that for anyone who's also looking for the perfect accessory, especially if you're portable. If you're traveling a lot, or you take the bus or the train and things like that to work, that's pretty much a no-brainer. I would say it's definitely worth the $80 or so to get on Amazon. Especially Amazon Prime, you can get that in about 2 days. So get yourself one of those before the end of the week. Ooh. Trying to figure out how I can increase the video output, because I'm getting alerts that the video output is low, and I want to give you guys the best visual feed possible. Just gonna quickly look at the properties of the feed, just a second. So I slightly switched the settings Dropped it down to 720p at 60 frames per second to see if there would be any bit of a difference. And we will continue on. Alright, so he's telling me that Meadow is still flying. Where is Saki? So again, 30 days and still going strong in regards to the Switch release, for me at least. And I think that, you know, that's definitely why, you know, I was avoiding all the, you know, spoilers that, you know, people were posting in regards to, you know, their experience with the console. Definitely didn't want to, you know, shorten my personal gameplay experience. So again, I'm kind of going in blind. Flight range. Check that out later on. I'll mark that.
Oh,
There we go. So she's supposed to be helping me find my way in. Oh, sure enough. Flight range. But as I mentioned again, I haven't had any issues whatsoever with my console. I know a lot of people were sort of hesitant, and you know, you see all those scary videos of people with getting blue, green, orange, all kinds of like effed up screens, you know, with their Switch, or people who are scratching their docks or scratching their devices somehow in the center. I have no idea how that's the case when, you know, I used my Switch, you know, in and out of the dock, portable TV mode, switching it pretty frequently, and you know, didn't experience any issues, of, you know, whatsoever of getting any scratches, you know, without a screen protector. And then now I have a screen protector, which is tempered glass, and it actually adds a little bit of thickness to the screen, about a millimeter, maybe less. And you'd think that that would even, you know, because it would be snugger fit, that would, you know, cause big scratches to occur. But I haven't experienced any of that.
Impressive, I
whatsoever.
know.
So
Very
again,
few
I'm not
can
sure
achieve
how,
a
you know,
mastery
people
of
are,
the sky.
you know,
Yet I have
handling
made
their
an art
Switch, or
creating
if
an
it's, you know, the
updraft
kids
that
that are
allows
sort
me
of
to
tossing it
soar.
around, or
It's considered
if
to be
people are
quite
just
the
actually,
masterpiece of
you
aerial
know,
techniques, even among the
hitting,
retail.
you know, their Switch and kind
With
of like
proper
blaming Nintendo for
utilization
not,
of my
you know,
superior skills, I see
increasing
no
the
reason why we
durability
couldn't
quality or
easily
anything like
dispense
that. But I
with
think
Ganon.
that's totally on
Now then,
the user.
my ability
you know,
to explore the firmament is
when it comes down to
certainly of note.
electronics, you know, you're not gonna just, you know, toss
But
your
let's
iPhone or
not,
your Android
pardon
or,
me for being so
you know,
blunt,
tablet,
let's not forget the
you know,
fact that I am the
iPad or
most
whatever
skilled
it is
archer of
around.
all the
You know,
retail.
you kind of baby it to some degree.
Yet
You know,
despite
it's
these
an
truths,
electronic,
it seems
and,
that
you know,
I've been
a
tapped
decent
to
amount of
merely
glass, so,
assist you.
you know, I
All
don't see
because
how,
you
again, anyone
happen
in
to
their
have
right
that
mind
little
would be
darkness
able to sort
sealing
of
sword
cause
on your back.
scratches. You know what I mean? Especially to the severity that some
it's
people did,
just
especially, you know,
asinine.
scratching the center.
Unless
Because there's nothing
you
sharp
think you
inside
can
the
prove
dock,
me
so that doesn't
wrong?
really make any sense to me. So,
Maybe we should just settle
again,
this one-on-one.
not biased.
where?
Obviously, I'm a big
Oh,
Nintendo
I
fan,
know.
but again, personally,
How about
I
up there?
haven't had any issues with, you know, with the dock or the screen or any crashes or anything like that.
You must
I will say that
pardon me. I
it's definitely
forgot you have
stuttered a
no
couple
way of
times
making
when,
it up
you know,
to that
maybe
divine
there was some
beast on
high,
your own.
you know, impact, either lots of enemies on the screen or
Good luck sealing the
or
darkness.
things of that nature, where, you know, you can tell it's really processing a lot of animation. So I can't say that, you know, it's been completely flawless, but that's really the only thing that I've actually seen from a performance standpoint. see.
Ah.
Glide on. Who on that way? Oh yeah, there it is. Set my marker to the side. You can see it over here. What's going on, side? Cameo by my brother in Lost Simon. Just doing a little Zelda stream here. What do you got there?
Complete
Oh, the pie?
Raspberry Pi rebuild. Just blow away the OS.
Oh yeah, right. Did you is there anything wrong with it, or you're just giving it a reformat?
It's slow. Much better OS is now available.
So right now, I just noticed that Link was getting cold, so I'm switching over to this Snow Quill suit. An awesome thing is that actually when you have all three pieces, the headpiece, the tunic, and the trousers, the bottoms, it actually makes you unfreezable. So another thing that I do is sometimes, again, if I don't necessarily need to be completely unfreezable, again, it only takes two pieces to kind of keep him warm. So sometimes I'll just kind of like switch that up and add maybe the climbing gear if I'm scaling walls in the mountains, especially in the Gerudo sort of region. And then that way I'm not only not completely invulnerable to the cold, but I can scale mountains pretty quick. Looks like I got some bokoblins coming my way. Let's see if I can pick off this rider here. And I don't think that wood and axe is going to cut it, so I'll switch over to, let's say, the Master Sword should be fine. It's unfortunate that the Master Sword doesn't necessarily break down the throw quickly, but I guess again, it's just getting used to in regards to having weapons break for the first time. Oh, I'm getting it from all sides. I got an Octorok, I got a Goblin, and a Yuga clan member walking the archer out. Typically I wait for them to just give them a quick strike instead of wasting my arrows. I think I'll go with the faster. It's interesting that they dropped the duplex bows, and even the Linnell will drop his crossbow. The only thing I don't like about that is the fact that you waste 3 arrows at a time, so even against group situations I just don't see the value in using that weapon, to be honest. I prefer the standard bow and going for the headshots. More Yiga. This guy's so good too. Refill my health here. What do I got? Nothing drastic. I guess I wasted all my stuff on that last Linnell. I'll go with this attack up skewer. As I mentioned, it's pretty interesting to still see these ninjas kind of coming out of nowhere because I beat their boss. You'd think they'd all go into hiding, but again, maybe the game just decides that everyone's kind of a free agent now. That was also there. Fire arrows. So that's something, again, if you guys didn't know, obviously, since fire melts ice, you should be able to one hit KO. I'll go for that shot anyway. Yep. It's all about the right tools for the job. And again, going with that method, you don't really break down your weapon or risk breaking your shield by parrying or deflecting blows.